Hi everyone, and welcome to another holiday makeup look. I decided for today's look I was going to actually do something that is red and green festive, very Christmassy. I know in my last video I did do a holiday look. If you haven't checked it out, you should. It's definitely a darker, moodier kind of glam. But for this one, I decided, you know what, let's just go ahead and do red and green, but show how to make it wearable. Because if you're like me, you've probably spent a lot of time on Pinterest going, can I wear this? Can I not? Could we make this every day? Could I go to the office looking like Halloween? Can you tell Halloween's my favorite holiday? Looking like Christmas threw up on me and still have it be professional? And the answer to all that is yes, absolutely. It's just freaking makeup. And I don't know, bosses who get a little bit weird about that kind of shit are probably the same ones that think that tattoos shouldn't be on professional people, aren't professional, whatever, you know what I mean. All right, so like I said, I did spend a lot of time on Pinterest trying to decide exactly like how I wanted to create this look, because yes, I do want to have red and green, and I do feel that it is very wearable. And I do plan on doing a bold red lip, because I know sometimes too, like when you do a bold eye, can I do a bold lip? Again, to me, the answer is yes. So I'm actually going to grab up my Spellbound palette from Jolie Beauty. There are, if you guys remember, one of my colors broke. So I can't really hold this up perfectly, but I've got 3 greens right here along the side. We've got Vengeance, Jinx, and Void. And I think actually what I'm going to use is Jinx for sure because it's glittery. And then probably Void to just kind of give it a little bit of oomph. And then I'm going to use Code Red from the Riot palette from Riot and Rogue. I've been contemplating glitter for this too, but I think because Jinx has glitter, because I wasn't really sure, that maybe I will just leave the glitter to the green. I know placement is kind of key when it comes to whether or not something looks professional, looks whatever, however you want to call it. For this, I am actually going to do a halo because, I don't know, I like halos. I think they're pretty. I think this is kind of a good time of year to do that. I might do it a little bit differently than I've done in the past, or than what your like typical halo is. And this glitter, these are things I aspire to. Oh my gosh. So typically, if you're kind of new to makeup, what a halo is you've got 2 colors on the outside and you've got like a circle in the middle, basically. And that is kind of like where your eye gets drawn to. That's like your pop of color. I have done a halo. I've done that before. I did that in my Celine video. And I was trying to create like, you know, moonlight on a pond, on a lake, whatever. And it most definitely worked because I used silver and it was amazing. But I've also done a halo kind of like this. So it's a little bit different. It's not your typical halo, but we are going to do red here in the middle. I did this, I guess you could say, layout for a holiday look. Actually, no, it was a Halloween look that I did for some bundles last year. And it was really, really super cute and pretty, and actually significantly easier than some other halos out there. So I'm going to kind of do that with this eye. This is also a little bit like how I did my look for the Morgan. And then even for my Riot campaign, I kind of just like brushed the color out. And I feel like, yeah, it's a little bit more chaotic, less traditional. Like it's not a cat eye. It's just kind of whatever. So in that aspect, do whatever feels best, but definitely bring that green underneath. And then now what we're doing here in the middle is just taking our red and doing just, as you can see, a red stripe. I do bring mine up a little bit. If you're new here, I have slightly hooded eyes from basically genetics and age, because this is definitely something that happens as we get older, because aging is freaking fantastic. So I do have to kind of pull my colors up a little bit, or it looks like my lower lid has been eaten by my upper lid. So this part is kind of unintentional. This was not really in the plan, but I'm gonna take red and do it more on the inner corner. A little similar, I guess, to what I did last week, but it's, I mean, it kind of goes along with the line if you look at it. So let's just kind of fill this in just a little bit more here. I don't really have the right brush right now for this, so we're just going to make it work. And I'm going to take just a little bit more of Jinx. Watch my cat hair. And just kind of, that is fun and cute. Is it wearable? Yes, absolutely, because it's makeup, and makeup is wearable, and it really just doesn't matter what other people freaking think. That's just my 2 cents. We're gonna take just a little bit of white magic because I am obsessed with this color. And it's just like this really pretty, it's an iridescent, and it's like a white to kind of like purpley. I again used it in my Celine video, so check that out. Like, really, really pretty. But do you see how it just kind of brightened up that green right there? And that's what I was looking for. I wanted just a little bit more of a pop of color. So we've been mascara'd with my favorite mascara combo. As we all know, it is the 3-in-1 primer. Sorry, brain just kind of froze right there. 3-in-1 primer and the VolumeIntense Mascara in black, both from Senegence. They both contain Capixyl, which helps your lashes grow. And I'm sorry, but what bitch doesn't want her lashes to grow? Yes. Also, we have blushed up. I did use one of the shadows from the Spellbound palette. Divination? I don't know. Something like that. And I've got my lips lined with a red because we are doing a matte red, which might not end up being so matte because I do have a little bit of lip balm on because it's winter and my lips are beyond chapped all the time. But I'm taking Riot Kiss from the Riot collection to get that light, soft, airy, velvet, matte red lip here. But hold on a second. I think I kind of want to get up into where the liner is just a little bit. Just to kind of help with any feathering because I drink from a straw. I'm also older, so I have those lines, and lip balm and lip liner doesn't always work very well together. So here we go. Ah! Okay, so is red and green a wearable everyday Christmas look? Yes, because it's just makeup and it's always wearable and you can wear it anywhere. And I think this turned out a lot cuter than I had expected. And it still looks great with a bolder lip. But it's also holidays, and I kind of feel like you can really pull off a red lip with anything. You can, it doesn't matter. It's not too dramatic, it's not too much, it's just your classic holiday red lip, and I think it's just fabulous. So here is my stereotypical, I guess you could say, holiday look. Christmas colors, the red, the green. We've got the ugly Christmas sweater, which has bells on it, so if you heard any jingling, that was definitely me. We've got the Santa hat, because why the hell not? And we have got a slightly bold but still wearable everyday Christmas look. Thanks for hanging out with me. Oh, I guess there is a cat back there. That's Odin. That's my boy. But again, thank you for hanging out with me. I would love to know if you would try this for an everyday look. Let me know in the comments. I would love to hear any kind of Christmas stories too, because I know we didn't really like share a whole lot. This is just, let's get this makeup done. I'm liking it though. I'll probably stare at myself for a while. Anyway. Have a great week, everyone. Thanks for hanging out. Don't forget to like, share, comment, all the things, and I will see you in the next Get Ready With Me.